collaborators with you, partners with you. Let me get personal here. Just a little bit. Two of my ideas. You know, last March, I launched an online program. Now, I decided I don't want to house this in my office, so I will collaborate with someone who is better than me in packaging the idea. I'm the idea developer. I'm the content developer. They are better in packaging my idea. So we formed this partnership with Kijiji. That's what they do on a day-to-day basis. They are far better than me in that area. So they are adding value to an idea I have. And because of that partnership, that product has been bought virtually in every continent, and many of you here, over 100 members of Sense 101, have already bought that package from employee to employer. That's our first time to release a product that is 100% online. There is no human intervention at all. Not in payments, not in certifications, not in assessments. Why? Because I shared this idea. I say, let me risk sharing with people who are doing what I'm looking for. The other day, Mercy decided to open conversations with Bonfire. We have already done a trip with them. But now what we are collaborating is not them doing for us travel arrangements, no. But for us having holiday trainings where fun meets learning. That's the level of discussion we are having. We are not planners in holiday matters, they are. So we'll be rolling programs where we can be having couples perhaps enjoy a holiday in Lamu as we teach them about parenting and marriage and courting, because we are building that collaboration with Bonfire. And that's what I'm discussing. You've got to put your idea on the table with people who are adding value to that idea. But you've got to brainstorm your idea. None of us has a monopoly of ideas. None of us is as smart as all of us. Each one of us is limited. You'll be surprised at the many angles other people are going to look at your idea. Step number 6. Implement your idea. Implement your idea. Three simple steps to implement your idea. Step number 1, develop a prototype. A prototype is sort of a mini version of the product that you want to launch. I even suggest present it to a small group, like the cruise. Invite the cruise where you fellowship, the Sense 101 cruise. Request them one day you don't meet to discuss my life journey. You just meet somewhere, buy them coffee. Take them through your idea, let them critique. Present it before university students. Let them critique your idea, they refine it. Step number 2, pilot test your product in a specified unit. Pilot test your product in a specified unit. For example, you may choose, if it's a tangible product, to take it to one supermarket. See the behavior of the consumers. Take market intelligence. Profile the market. Categorize the customers. Pick their feedback. And that will inform your third step. Step number 3, develop a marketing plan. And what is critical in your marketing plan is to define success. Define the success metrics for you. Is it in terms of the number of consumers? Is it in terms of the number of new customers? Or is it in terms of the turnovers and the profits? The first 2 are process indicators. The second 2 are result indicators. Let me interrupt myself now. Now, I'll interrupt myself for 2 minutes. This coming month, I'll take you through a very exciting session known as strategic thinking. And the reason I'm mentioning that, there is something I have not elaborated. How to distinguish between results indicators and process indicators. I'll teach you 10 types of thinking. And then I'll zero in to what is strategic thinking. And that will help you to move your SMEs to corporate level, just by having the corporate mindset. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to engage at the corporate level this coming month, the first Friday. Then I'm going to take it a step further, the first Friday of July, and I'll do business planning. The reason I'm mentioning this is because marketing plan that I've just mentioned is part of the bigger concept, the business plan. There's no doubt in my mind, many of you have done classes about business plans. And if you have been following me for a while, that's not what I'm up to here. I'm here to help you think about planning your business in a very practical manner. And then we are going to go through each of these, the production plan in your business, the marketing plan in your business, the management plan in your business, and the financial plan in your business from an entrepreneurial perspective. So back to where you are. You've got to now develop a marketing plan as you push your product into the market. Now, I think I need to throw a caution right now. Don't be a entrepreneur. You see, a entrepreneur from my perspective reads an article from WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, or a column in the newspaper, gets giddy, excited, and goes sharing with everyone how their lives gonna change after taking this product into the market. They register a company. They produce business name cards. They even open a website, a Facebook page. Some of them will even go an extent of looking for a physical office. But the enterprise never gets off the ground. Tons of garbage. I'm sorry. A entrepreneur. The only way to learn about business is to be in business. Period. Business is never taught from a long spoon. Now, the line between your idea and the reality is action. The best ideas on this planet are in the cemetery. They were destroyed by indecision, killed by fear, and buried by inaction. At the long haul, people may listen to you for a while, what you say. You may entertain them with nice rhetoric, but at the long run, they will pay zero attention to what you say, but undivided attention to what you do. Your actions reveal your priorities. Your actions reveal, or rather express, your values and priorities. You see, you're not what you say you will do. You are what you do. 20 years from now, you'll never regret for what you did and failed. You'll regret what you never tried. You would rather be a hot mess on your way forward rather than an organized coward seated down doing calculations on your desktop. Nothing will get home. You've got to get out and get it. The only way to understand that business is to hit the road implementing. You see, in a strict sense, it is not idea people who rule the world, but those who implement their ideas. Genius in this life are people who take the simplest ideas and implement them. I dare tell you tonight, a mediocre idea has a higher chance of success than a brilliant idea that you cannot explain to anyone. Have you ever heard people saying, I know what I want, but I really don't know how to explain it? I know what I want, but somehow I don't know how to tell you. Let me tell you, you don't know what you're saying. You don't even have an idea. If you can't explain it to someone else, you don't have it. Please, you don't have it. Stop telling people, I know, but I don't know how to say it. You don't have it. An idea is as good as your ability to sell it. If you cannot tell it to one more person, you are cheating yourself. Who tells you that the market will respond to your vagueness? First of all, find out where you are before trying to explain to others. A snowball in hell has a higher chance of success than an idea you cannot explain. And that's why we are brainstorming. But more important, step out and implement that idea. Will you make mistakes? Absolutely. But that's where the narrative starts and the difference with the theories. Step number 7 and the last one. Evaluate your idea. Evaluate your idea. You see, we evaluate ideas because of checking relevance, responsiveness in the market, and for continuous improvement. And I'll just tell you 3 ways in which you can evaluate your idea. The first one, learn to build momentum. Build momentum. If you get a chance and talk to Sense 101 Council, the one term they will tell you is in my lips all the time, is the word momentum. You see, momentum is not a political statement. Momentum is a measurable, quantifiable measure. I've got some bad news and some good news for you. The bad news is, for the next 2 minutes, I'll take you to a physics class. The good news is, I'll explain it in a basic language after that. Now, momentum is mass in motion. Do you remember that? Yes. Do you remember that mass was a factor of density and volume? You don't remember that. Now, density is the compactness of an object. For our discussion today, it is the quality of your service and product. Then we have the volume, and then we have velocity. Velocity is speed in a specified direction. So momentum is a vector quantity to the extent it has direction and magnitude. Now let's go to practical. Forget the physics now. Can we come back to our class? The inspiration class. Momentum then means to us today, how many volumes am I rolling in the market? What quality? At what speed? In a specified direction. What is the direction? Your target market. Let me repeat. What are the volumes I'm moving in the market? What is the quality and what is the speed? Now, if you cannot measure those three ingredients, you don't have momentum. For me, I normally check how many people, in terms of volumes, how many articles, how many videos. 2, what is the quality that I'm releasing to the market? 3, at what speed? How many per day, per second? Today, as I speak to you, there is somebody who is buying my products because they are online. You've got to do that evaluation. Whatever product you have, you only have momentum if you're able to move volumes in the market, and they have to be in good quality and at the speed of that, because no one is waiting for you to sort out yourself. Everyone is moving at speed, and that's why today ICT is not a luxury. Every business idea must be driven by ICT. You've got to analyze the media platforms and see what is giving me maximum return on my investment. So to reevaluate your idea, the first thing you need to check from time to time is your momentum. And I say this is a computable, a verifiable, a measurable measure. You've got to measure it to see whether you truly have momentum. Number 2, to evaluate your idea, create a lab environment. Create a lab environment. You know, in experiments, most trials fail. Only a few succeed. But there are not 2 ways in a laboratory. You've got to keep doing the trials. Now, the world now has moved from the industrial era to the ICT era. The lab environment is right on your desktop right now. And you need to do this so that you can check the trends. Because when the forces of change outside your business environment are faster than the forces of change inside your business environment, your business becomes obsolete. Your business becomes irrelevant. Case in point, the sleeping giant, Telecom Kenya. They were busy putting telephone posts when the world had moved mobile phone. Today is a shell. In fact, a baby right there. That was just a department. Safaricom left with a baby. That's why you've got to evaluate and keep doing experiments on your business idea. Number 3, to evaluate yourself, you've got to disrupt yourself. Periodically disrupt yourself. Never reach a settlement. Never plateau in your business. And how do you know whether you plateaued or not? If everything is 100% under your control, you've reached a settlement. You've aborted your destiny. You see, if you're taking a walk and you're sober, you can hardly fall. If you're just strolling in the park, you can hardly fall. But if you begin running, you might meet roadblocks that will slow you down, bushes or thickets that may make you stumble. So you can only be 100% stable if you're just walking. And guess what? Everyone else will be bypassing you. So when you reach a settlement, you've got to disrupt yourself. Rupture the stitches. Tear down the fences. Destroy the riverbanks and deal with the new reality, the floods. See how now you can contain them. Your current safe boundaries were once unknown frontiers. So check out what is out beyond your control systems. Now, we've said a lot tonight, perhaps beyond much of what you can bear. Let me say this. If you believe it and action it, you will get it. Your subconscious mind is powerful. If you train it to do a certain activity, say swimming, riding a bicycle, or even driving, if you're listening to my voice and you have more than 15 years experience behind the wheel, chances are very high right now you drive without thinking because it's in your subconscious mind. You get arrested by cops because you're on phone or reading your newspaper or your seminar notes. You are no longer conscious about the road. But your first 2, 3, 4 weeks, you are checking every car. You are seeing like you're going to hit every person. But after doing it so many times, it gets into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind can operate arguably up to 60 quadrillion operations per second. Your subconscious mind is powerful. You're listening to me right now, writing down, concentrating. And for the women in our midst, you're still thinking about children and the house girl and your way home. Yet at the same time, digestion is taking place. Your blood is flowing. It's controlling the body temperatures. All at the same time. Because your subconscious mind is powerful. But your subconscious mind has one limitation. It can't draw a line between real events from what you think about. That's why you react to a nightmare as though it had literally happened. You've got to be careful with what you feed your subconscious mind with. What shapes your subconscious mind? What you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you smell, what you touch. Is there anyone in our midst who is being controlled by other people? Do you recognize